Absolutely, my pleasure. First of all, thank you for having me here. I would say that I am a multifaceted seasoned practitioner, which is another way of saying I've been doing this for a while, over 25 years, and I've had a diverse communication experience throughout my career. I am obviously also an educator as part of that communication experience, and my full-time job is a program manager at a federal agency, and I'm also a published author. Specifically, right now, I lead a contractual communications team supporting national security communications with the Department of Homeland Security. But spent many great years doing that with the Department of Defense as well. To tell you a little bit about the course I teach at WVU, I'm so passionate about this course. I get to teach a crisis communications course to military students, and it's really obviously deeply rooted in my own experience of working, as we mentioned, at DHS, but also as a senior strategic communications planner and team lead supporting a 4-star led UN Combined Forces command in Korea. I've also had the privilege of training hundreds of public affairs officers for the United States Fleet and Field as a senior instructor at the Defense Information School. And I also worked in communication and digital diplomacy for the government of Israel's Ministry of Foreign Affairs at the Consulate General of Israel in the Southwest United States. So all of these experiences have shown me firsthand the critical importance of effective crisis communications in high stakes global scenarios. But here's the real kicker, Chad. I now get to share these hard-earned lessons with the very people who will be on the front lines of current and future crises in the interests of our national security. So when I see our students who are juggling active duty with their studies and applying these skills in real time, for me, it's not just teaching. It's about fortifying our nation's ability to communicate effectively in our most challenging circumstances. And that really gets me fired up every day. I love this program. It's an 8-week journey that transforms military communications officers into what I think are communications warriors. And that's our crisis communications course in a nutshell. We don't bury our noses in textbooks, although we do take a deep dive in some foundational academic research. But the real magic happens when we blend this theory with the boots on the ground military public affairs tactics. So this course culminates with each student creating their very own crisis communications management plan. So this isn't just a grade, it's a real world tool that they can implement now in their commands the moment they complete the course. And we're talking about strategies that could be used in actual military crisis, and that's from natural disaster responses to international conflicts. And what really excites me is seeing those light bulb moments when a student connects a theoretical concept to a real situation they're in or they faced, and they realize this new approach is going to change and improve that outcome. And I know we and all the other faculty at WVU are really making a difference in those moments. Well, I think WVU has given me an incredible platform to share my passion for crisis communications. And these students are truly inspiring themselves. Many of them are active, most of them, my students are active military personnel pursuing their graduate degrees. So specifically, I'm part of the MS-IMC plus Military Public Affairs program, which is fully online degree, and that's really a game changer for many of our service members. So picture this. A Marine is deployed overseas, or an Air Force officer is juggling very intense real-world responsibilities, and they're still able to advance their education and their career. So for me, it's not that we're just teaching crisis communications. We're really empowering these tremendously dedicated individuals to excel in both their military and academic pursuits. So WVU, all praise to WVU's commitment to making this possible for our military students, and I think I'm really proud to be part of that effort. Oh my gosh, to know me is to know where I am from. I am from New Orleans, Louisiana, and so I try to bring some of that joie de vivre into everything I do, and my students get a lot of Louisiana Cajun expressions sprinkled into their course feedback.